I see we've got Trump, we've got eagles, we've got a bust of George Washington, we've got a white horse here.
Yes, well, George Washington's white horse, as you can see, George is riding the horse here, and Trump is in the center of all of this.
If this MAGA artist put as much time and energy into figuring out the real reasons why there are so many problems in our country that he put into this off-putting painting, we would have another ally joining us in the fight against Trump and authoritarianism in general. But as we all know, the Republican establishment preys on the most vulnerable people, eventually convincing them to vote against their own material interests by distracting them with carefully crafted culture war talking points and conspiracy theories to keep their minds off the politicians and corporations responsible for their suffering.
And what about former President Trump and, not being terribly religious, not being a churchgoer?
He believes in God, So, there you have it.
Do you think President Biden believes in God?
No, not at all. He worships the devil.
How, like, specifically, where do you see, like, oh, that's because President Biden worships the devil, that blank?
Child sex trafficking, the schools, kids, it's everywhere. It's everywhere.
And do you think President Biden's responsible for child sex trafficking?
Yes.
You do? In what ways?
Every way.
Don't get us wrong, we're no fans of JB ourselves, but believing this nonsense not only trivializes the real horrific crimes being committed against children, it also distracts these people from thinking critically about the root causes of the hardships they're facing.
He's not running our country anyway. It's it's Obama, it's Soros, it's the deep state that's running our country.
Where was that proven?
Where was that proven?
Yeah, in other words, that there's this thing called the deep state.
I don't know if it was proven or not. I can't say that, but you probably know in your heart of hearts that Joe Biden is not running our country. I feel bad for the guy. I feel bad that he's even up there. He's not running our country. Everybody knows that.
I don't know that everybody knows.
Well, probably 95% of the people probably know it, but they just don't want to admit it. So, but look at 2,000 Mules. Look at all of the evidence of what they have done as far as cheating. It's right there. But we have the DOJ, we have the FBI, we have the CIA. They're all in the left's pocket.
Well, there are a lot of Trump-appointed. There are a lot of Trump-appointed judges. As a matter of fact, I think 59 of them heard cases of election fraud and found absolutely nothing, and one of them on a technicality did. And so I think that, it's been adjudicated in the courts at the very least. What I'm asking is, you don't think any of this disqualifies him from being president?
Are you kidding? Why would it? Why?
The only pockets our government agencies are in are the corporate lobbyists that negotiate with and pay our politicians to direct policy that aligns with their economic interests. It's really just that simple. Our country has not only legalized political bribery, but it incentivizes it to happen at the largest scale possible with kickbacks in the forms of subsidies, tax breaks, turning a blind eye to labor violations, and potential fraud, just to name a few, of course. That is the deep state that is really controlling our country. But right-wing propaganda is so good at deflecting the blame onto historically persecuted groups like Jewish people, immigrants, racial minorities, the LGBTQ plus community, etc., that people caught up in it may not realize what they're actually advocating for.
I don't think he can stop, but he's been like Jesus Christ saving this country, giving his life for this country.
So Donald Trump has been like who?
Jesus Christ.
Donald Trump has been like Jesus Christ?
Yeah, saving this country, giving his life for the betterment of the people of the country.
And then you have these fools who sadly, legitimately believe that Trump gives a damn about their lives and well-being.
He's given his worth, his time. He's not on vacation like Biden. 40% of the time he's on Delaware on vacation.
He played golf so much when he was president.
And look how much he did.
Well, he played a lot of golf.
According to data compiled by Trump Golf Count and Statista, during his presidency, Trump made at least 285 trips to golf clubs with evidence of him playing during at least 142 of those visits, costing the American taxpayer about $142 million in the process. And of course, he went to his own clubs and resorts the vast majority of the time, funneling money out of our pockets into his. But to this Miami Trumper, this is just an aspect of Trump's genius, stable, bright brain.
Yes, and he accomplished things.
But,
I
well,
mean,
he played so much golf, though.
and people respected him.
Why are you excited to see Donald Trump?
Best president in the last century.
In what ways? And what is it about his presidency that made your life better?
I think he kind of brought together diversion between races. I think that things were good for everybody.
Specifically, what?
Hispanics, blacks, whites, everybody, all the middle class. So I believe he did that.
What would you like to see him do?
And he did it in 4 years and 2.5 years, and now we're into like, is the world gonna explode because of policies and things like that.
Very excited, very excited. Love Trump. He's the best.
What do you love about him? What did he do when he was president that, one thing that made your life better that you love about him?
Everything he did made my life better.
Specific.
He doesn't lie. He tried to reduce our taxes. He tried to eliminate the evil that's the left.
Tell me about that. Do you think that the left is evil?
Absolutely, 100%.
In what way?
In every way possible. They lie. They're hypocrites.
About what? I'm sorry, I'm being a journalist here, but I'm just trying to get specifics. Like what?
Okay, they lie about lowering taxes. They lie about helping the American people. They lie about what they're doing in education to our children.
What is it that they're lying about there?
Well, everything. I mean, I think they've totally dumbed down our children. Our children don't know half of what we used to know when we were young, and it's all done on purpose. I just don't feel the left has the family and children at the base of their concern. I really don't.
Tell me something that Donald Trump did when he was president that made your life better specifically.
Specifically, peace through strength, which I think is very important. He was very big on that. I felt confident and safe, and it reflected in the pocketbook. That's why I've got this American flag right here on my arm.
And Cynthia's name. Are you Cynthia? Okay, nice to meet you. There it is. I like it. That works.
Now that is equity.
One thing that made your life better under President Trump.
I could pay my bills.